about. What do you like to do? That was a bunch of maniacs just going crazy in the studio. That's what that was. I don't know who paid for that session. I don't know who set that session up.
I don't know where I am.
Well, what else is new?
I'm trying to make cappuccino.
Tried to make cappuccino. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
What possessed you to do this?
Try to wake up.
Oh, well, you know, it's free for all Friday.
Oh,
This is terrible.
I know it.
Oh, God. You heard that, right? She said, I made cappuccino.
I tried to make cappuccino.
And I said, why? And she said, to try to wake up, but I'm the one that's drinking it.
Well, I was sharing.
Where's yours? You shot it already?
It wouldn't, make more. I don't know. Water was coming out everywhere. I haven't used that thing in years.
A lot of things we haven't done in years.
We took Remy to the beach, and man, we came home and passed out.
Well, I was just pretending.
Not me.
No, not you. No, I felt like someone dumped a sack of rocks next to me.
And we were only there 20 minutes.
We were there a little longer than 20 minutes.
Oh, well.
I have interesting
videos.
videos.
It should not feel like this.
No.
No,
it should.
We're not drinking alcohol.
Right.
We're just at the beach.
Oh, look at this. You know what? I can share things. You guys want to see stuff? You want to see my thumb in front of the lens?
Your gum?
My thumb. Oh, there's me. There's nothing like a good video of your pocket. That's always good.
Hello, children of the lawn.
Children.
Happy Friday.
I don't know what the hell is going on here. Happy Friday.
How's your cappuccino?
It's pretty nasty if you really want to know.
We have a cappuccino maker.
Yeah, we just don't know one.
No, I used to make it really good. I forgot how. It's been so long. And I woke up 15 minutes ago and went, man, I should make us some cappuccino.
Show the children.
And it didn't turn out so good.
Look at this. This is what we live for, kids.
What? Oh, Remy.
Looks like it's in slow motion, and it's a horrible picture. I hope you didn't pay a lot of money.
Me waking up.
Oh, right, you're right. It looks like my camera has a cataract. And it's in slow motion. What's up with that? I didn't shoot it in slow-mo,
That's how I feel. I'm in slow.
Yeah, but look at Rubber come out of the water. Oh, yeah.
And Brenda, I'm writing, hello, Brenda. And Remy, he had a great time.
Brenda.
But he's still
Brenda and
sleeping.
Bremy.
He's still sleeping.
I think I got some, my head's a little sunburned, I think, maybe. It doesn't take long.
No.
Jeez.
Well, it's Florida.
It is Florida. It's Florida in the summer.
That's true.
It's always summer, but when it's summer during summer, it's like wham. Ugh, this is really not, this is nasty walk.
I know. I really knew it. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You
and
surely
it was
couldn't do it. It was what?
When I opened up where I put the water in, it was it said to release the steam or you'll get hurt. So I released the steam and then I opened up and all of a sudden white water's bubbling everywhere.
I wonder what they meant by that, release the steam.
Because it builds up.
I'm kidding.
To froth the milk.
To froth the milk.
But somehow it got in with where the water was.
Where's the wonder dog? Where is that wonder dog? Is this him? Ah, nice.
Ah.
I'll show that.
Well,
Okay,
for
how
it
about
being
this?
so disgusting, you're drinking it. Give me a
Oh,
sip. Give me a sip.
Well,
I want to wake up.
get out of here now.
Give me a sip.
Here, go ahead.
I didn't put cinnamon, that's
do
why.
a line of this, I'm telling you.
Ugh. Here.
Thank you. Right. You made it for me, then you bum it off me
I
and
said
tell
for
me it
us,
sucks.
For us. You didn't hear me.
Was this yours?
It would only make enough for one.
Well, okay. It only makes enough for one.
Oh, it's Friday, people.
It feels like Sunday.
No.
No, it doesn't. It feels like Friday.
Sue's
Well, I mean, we
tired
came home.
too.
You know, we said, look, the dog, poor dog, hasn't been poor dog. For just 13 cents a day, you can help this miserable dog
Go to the beach.
go to the beach.
Yes, Lori, I'm okay. I just got.
We
passed
we
out.
decided we've been in this house for years. It's nice in here. It's nice.
Nice.
we
We've
decide-
been in the yard for years.
Yep, been sitting in the yard for years.
So let's take the poor dog
Let's
to the beach.
take him to the beach. Now,
We didn't even put swimsuits on and go swim.
that's
Because we're going
12
to
minutes
stick.
away, the beach. That beach is like
Keith
12
says,
minutes
"Children of the yawn."
away. Oh,
That's about right. Oh, Lori said that Remy swimming looked like this.
Yeah, it did look like the six. I have no idea why it came out like that. Hey, Uncle Rolex, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
You are doing all right. You got a good picture. You look good. You're smiling.
Nice
That's a
colored
lovely
shirt.
color blue. Really?
Yeah. I decided to stay inside.
Hang on. Here we go.
Hey. Oh my God.
And there he is.
Lenny, what's up, man?
Angus, my friend.
Hey, Lori.
Greetings.
Hello, Lori.
Hey, Lenny.
Lori.
Hey.
I went to Walgreens and they were all out.
Oh, chocolate or every kind of bluebell?
Well, yeah, the Dutch chocolate, yeah. So
Ah.
I'm gonna win Dixie.
Try the cherry vanilla.
The cherry vanilla.
What kind of ice cream do they have down in Antigua, Lenny? What the
Nothing
hell
to
is
speak of.
Nothing.
No?
Nah, they got some good local ice cream. It's okay, but it's probably not like that stuff you're talking about.
Well,
Okay, so there's no name brands at whatever market you go to buy food or anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could get Haagen-Dazs and stuff like that.
Oh,
but,
okay.
look at
yeah, but I'm talking
Sally.
about fresh ice cream, like on a cone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Happy
Tom.
time.
Lenny, Lori,
Oh,
Wow.
Joe.
They're piling in.
Joe.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, I see.
I was hoping you would show up, Joe.
Costelli's calling me out early.
Why does everybody have their pastures up?
No, that's not my pasture. That's just my spaceship.
Oh, all right.
Drum
I'll go back. I'll go back.
And what's the dog?
It's a good one, Joe.
No, my pastures are still going to be Hendrix themed for a little while.
That's fine, and that's all very.
Yeah, I like that.
the Sonic, the Sonic heads.
Yep.
But
Tom,
look at this,
That's
Tom.
a different dog than that's in that picture.
Tom, is he?
Yeah,
It's Dog Day.
it's International Dog Day.
That's why we took
Oh.
ours to the beach.
Oh, okay.
the beach.
Okay.
Who knew that?
Boy,
So did anyone see the end of Better Call Saul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Bluebell Ice Cream sort of got a feature in there, right?
Did that
Yeah.
blow
Really?
your mind?
Yeah, I was thinking of the group and Booker,
Yep. We were too.
I couldn't believe it. I was almost afraid to say anything. But Angus, I guess you didn't watch the end of Saul?
No, I didn't.
I didn't give anything away by saying that the ice cream's in.
Nah.
No,
But
wait,
it
wait a
did
minute.
blow
Wait a
my
minute.
mind.
Wait a minute. I got
What happened with the ending? Because I thought I might have seen it the other night, and it looked like the kind of thing that you would definitely end something with. So what happens?
It's chocolate
The-
and chip. bluebell.
No, that's not what he's talking
But we
about.
don't want to give it away to people who haven't seen it yet, right?
Yeah.
Screw them.
No, well, I mean, listen, turn your.
Okay.
Has
Does it have
anybody
anything
here
to
not
do with
You're not seen the end?
Oh, maybe
Better
that
Call
just it?
Saul?
I saw something the other night that looked like, whoa, that's probably the end. When I saw it, it was pretty intense.
Oh. Well, then.
I might be talking
That
about
was
something
the end.
else.
The end was not intense.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'm thinking of one of those other ones.
The fire.
Booker!
Was it-
Wow,
What's up?
everybody's here tonight.
Yeah, I haven't been here at all this month.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mousy.
Hey,
Hey
how
there,
you
Booker.
doing? Wow,
What's
everybody's
going
here.
on?
So,
Booker, you have a gig tonight?
I absolutely do. Yes,
At Arthur's.
I sure do. Yep.
I have a gig in 5 months.
Where
Hey,
is
at
it?
least you have one.
The
That's
Vernon
right.
Felton Band has
Yeah, it's
one.
actually not me. It's my show. But yeah, in March or
Just
whatever.
booked it today, and then we went to the beach.
Yeah, booked a gig, went to the beach, passed out, felt like shit when we woke up. You know that from the beach.
Woke up with a freaking Charlie horse.
Yeah, yeah. I hear her screaming from the other room. Oh, oh! I'm thinking,
And I eat
I'm not in
bananas and I take magnesium tablets every day. I don't know.
You know what? When you get cramps like that, when you're sleeping, you have no idea how much water your body loses while you're. It's generally,
dehydration?
yeah,
hmm
Ah,
yeah. That's why I actually next to my bed, I keep like a bottle of water. I probably during the course of a night drink one of these. Like every time I kind of like turn over, I take a sip of water because that's what happens. You know, it's like
Now-
runners when they
now,
start,
man-
you know.
Men of a certain age, we can't do that, right?
Man, I tell you what, I thought I couldn't do that
because he used to go to
because I
bed
used to
every
get up
hour.
7 times a night, and I'm thinking, and I mean,
Yeah,
and it
you
was
gotta
because of the
see
sleep
that.
apnea.
Right. I
And
was
got
going to
my
say the
freaking- I
CPAP.
get up once.
Right. The CPAP. You were getting up because you stopped breathing.
Well, that'll wake you up.
And then you feel like you have to pee. But once you get the CPAP, you don't have to take those pee breaks as
Wow.
much.
Yeah,
Wow.
Booker, you might want to try it.
Yeah, Booker. Maybe it's
I only get up once, and it's usually after 5 or 6 hours, so I'm okay.
Oh, that's
Well, then
okay.
I might
But
wanna
I know
try
what
it
you're
too,
talking
yeah.
about. Guys that have that prostate thing or whatever it is. But
Yeah, we all
it
do
ain't
that,
me.
so
Booker, I am supposed to ask you a question for Jeff, who has a gig tonight.
Oh.
He said, I'll probably be setting up during Free for All Friday. He said, I wanted to ask Booker if he knew a trumpeter named Jamie Branch.
no.
Okay, because he just sent me like that he passed away. Apparently, we're losing musicians. You know how it goes in those waves. So
Yeah,
we're losing
Well, we
musicians
lost-
by the moment.
yeah, we lost Joey D.
Joey,
Francesco,
oh my God, that 51 years old.
51 years old.
How did he
Joey G.
die?
Francesco, he was amazing jazz Hammond
B3.
player. He got
Organ.
his first record deal when he was like 16 years old, but he's played with everyone from like Pat Metheny to Miles Davis to Bette Midler and whatever. Only 51, and he just passed like
And
boom.
Christian McBride posted something. He said, after Joey played with Miles, he told him, because they both went to like this music camp together, and they were like 13 and 14 years old. So they've known each other forever. And he said, Joey told him after he played with Miles that he was going to learn how to play trumpet. And he said, well, he'd been bitten by the Miles bug. And then he said a few months later, when he heard him playing, he went, oh my God.
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
several instruments. I mean, his wheelhouse was apparently that Hammond B3,
Yeah.
but he, yeah, I think I don't remember who it was that he played with first, but like he played with John McLaughlin.
Yeah.
He was 4 years old. So you know what my kids were doing when they were 4? I was hoping they were at least almost potty trained.
You're almost ready to let him go without the leash.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, all right, we're over the huggies now, but yeah, 4 he's playing.
And he was a great singer. And he had just
Yeah,
he had
so talented.
not that long ago and was killing that too. He was a freak.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
What killed him?
Yeah, well, what killed him?
He was really large.
He
So
was big.
he was really a big guy. So I'm
gonna guess it was cardiac
gonna guess it was
something. Yeah.
cardiac.
Look at Miles behind me being nosy.
I see
Get
him.
out of here, Miles.
I hear what you're talking about.
Miles
He
Davis.
said, I never played with that guy.
Hey, Yeah,
Oh,
right.
he knows it's National Doggy Day.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
he
don't
does.
care. I put up my picture on Facebook
Oh,
of
look,
the
you
two
see
of them
now.
and said,
I did the subtle dog, but maybe you're not getting the subtle dog, and I should.
I saw it.
Because he's got a bag on his head.
Oh,
Woo!
I like that. Listen
Is
to
that Miles
this.
Davis?
No, it's
no, it's not my guy.
it's this little bitch here.
Oh,
Is that Tom's dog?
Wow,
I'm dog sitting for the weekend.
that was kind of scary.
that was a
Scary.
little.
Whose dogs are they?
I don't know. I thought that was Booker growling.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's Tom's dog.
It's Tom's dog. Okay.
Yeah. What's your dog's name, Tom?
Yeah, what is that dog?
Well, it's actually my cousin's dog that I'm dog sitting for, and her name is Holly. But that picture is of Teddy, and unfortunately, he passed like 3 years ago.
Aw.
Congestive heart failure at 10 years old.
Wow.
Cute.
He's very cute.
Yeah, it's something in the breed itself.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
certain dogs. I know
Okay.
they say golden retrievers have like a tendency to get a certain cancer, like they rarely live past like 9 or 10 years old because they have heart issues and they
Yeah.
have cancer. Len, what do you
Yeah.
Look at Lenny. Look at Lenny. Hold it
Me?
in, Len. Hold
Oh,
it
I
in.
was no. I was just thinking. When I look at my screen right now, Steve is in the upper left-hand corner. Angus is
Right.
next to him, and Booker is under him. Then there's the four of us together, right? Tom, Joe, you're down there, and I'm to the right. So I think this is like a really good time, if it's okay with you guys, to talk to Steve about that thing we've been talking about.
What thing?
Yeah, you should.
You don't even know?
I
Steve?
don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
we were just hoping that maybe you could do like a new segment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, audio talk.
Audio talk?
Yeah. I don't think us sound guys are like getting enough of,
Oh,
what we deserve.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, we've done drums.
Right.
We've done fucking golf.
Yeah. I would.
Fucking sound man.
Right? When are we going to do some audio? We have, well, look who we got.
We talk about
We got
sound
real sound
all the
people.
time.
But if we don't make it exciting, we'll have to call it audio board.
Yeah, or
Yeah, soundboard.
See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
You see, now there you go. That's it.
Let me tell you what, sound men are
Uh-oh.
like race crew, racing. I can't
Pit
talk.
crew.
Yes, they're like the pit crew. They can make or break a concert.
What
Yeah,
do you-
usually we try
I've
to
heard
make
some
the
bad
concert.
ones.
If you got
Yeah.
a good sound person, you are like sounding like gold.
Yeah, but if the band sucks,
Yeah, you can only do so
It's-
much.
You can
yeah,
only polish a turd, only so much.
yeah, you can't. Dan told me one time, he said
That
you
was
can't
good.
make tuna salad out of tuna.
Yeah,
I never heard
Yeah.
I never heard that
Renzo.
one.
Or chicken
Renzo, the
salad.
famous Godspeed
That's what
sound guy, he said somebody was complaining about something to him, and he goes to the guy, he goes, "Your band sucks. I could only make them suck louder or suck softer." He goes, "That's all I can do."
See, I think we can always polish the turd a little bit. I think we
A
can
little.
always help them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
you
you
mean
know,
us sound guys?
Yes.
I have a very interesting topic for this, Lenny. Since you opened your sound mouth.
I couldn't help myself.
No,
They've
no,
been
no,
discussing it.
no. I actually have a serious question.
Yeah.
When I do these fly dates, right, for the documentary thing, it's six. There's 6 guys. There's 5 guys in the band, and our one do everything tech. He can front a house. He can monitor. He can stage. He can this and that and the other thing. And then we have, the appropriate other person. But when we fly down to Florida, or when we do fly dates where we can't take the whole crew and all that, would it be smarter to let the house guy do the house and have our jack of all trades do the monitors? Or would it be smarter for the guy that knows the show to do front of house and the guy who has, you know?
Is this the Vernon Kelton thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I would go with the house guy to tell you to do front of house, because he knows his system, he knows his room.
Mhm.
And it's not like you're mixing a symphony where there's, a million things, and it's not
Right.
a lot of complicated music with a lot of changes to it. If it's like Green Day, and like I said, there's like, one singer and one whatever, that could be handled. What I've seen way too many times is, like I said, the guy who walks into a room he's never mixed in before and plugs his flash drive into the board and figures, okay, here we go. And it sounds like ass. It's you know your room. I could honestly, I mixed at my club for so many years on and so many bands for so many weekends that I could actually tell you how many people were in the room by what it sounded like. I could actually tell you if it was like humid. You know what I mean? Like you're just there. You know what's going on, and you can compensate for other things that go on there.
Okay,
If it was something super complicated, with some, like say,
no,
like
the whole point is it's
Copeland.
not. It's a couple
Yeah.
of twins, and it's a couple of twins or deluxes or supers. It doesn't really matter. It's Roy Orbison. It's not Hendrix. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
here. And it's and I got a deal on gear. This is really amazing because I was serious when I said we booked the gear. And guys, I'm assuming Tom, Lenny, and Joe that you agree with that assessment to let the house guy do the house and our guy do the monitors.
we did it. The Rats did it differently. We had a sound guy, and we always wanted that guy with us. So he was like the sixth guy.
Well, that was
Yeah.
Rat Race too, but this is different. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, and we just always liked to have him. And the thing was, he was a pretty level-headed guy, so he could work with whatever sound guy was at the venue.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the trick.
We used to just bring our own PA system, so that solved that problem.
We did that too for a while. Yeah, we
Yeah,
had a
we
pretty
did
good PA.
Yeah.
So
But I'm talking. I'm doing the budgets, and it's really weird, because there's got to be enough money to come down here, and you have to stay down here for a while. So I know a bunch of people in the area, and I booked an anchor day with somebody that I played at their venue a million times. They're great people. I had a key to the joint when I was shooting a music video there. It's just a perfect place. So now I'm looking around for what, and you're going to love this. Now I'm looking around for what we can do. All right, so it's going to be, if it's six guys, let's say, JFK to RSW, $1,200 for flights, right? Going to be about $200 a flight in March or whenever we're talking. So then let's think about rooms. You got six guys, that's 6 rooms a day. That gets expensive. My genius wife.
What?
My genius wife said, "Let them all stay here." No, she said, no, she definitely did not say that. She lets me stay here. She said, "Why don't we look for vacation rental by owner?" And she finds a 7-bedroom house with 7
baths
bathrooms
and a pool
for like $1,200 for the week.
Okay.
And every place that we'll play is within 2 hours from here. So we get a Sprinter van. It's it's a 5-piece drum kit. It's a bass amp, 2 guitar amps, some guitars, keyboards, and so on. And so we got an unlimited mileage van. That's not a van. It's like a Sprinter thing.
Yeah.
That was another, what, $1,200 for that?
It seats 15.
Anyway, so now I'm thinking, well, where are we going to get the gear from? And there's a place down here called Tektronix, and I use them. They're like the
The
SIR.
van is $264 a day, seats 15 people with unlimited miles.
Okay, so there you go, $264
So
a day.
we figure 14. So that's $1,252. We figure with gas.
So they could
$1,400.
pick up 9 people along the way if they wanted to. Anyway,
Right.
so
Is it
I call
diesel?
up. What's that?
Is it diesel?
I don't know.
think so. It's a Ford Transit wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
From Alamo or Enterprise.
I doubt it's because I thought it was a Mercedes Sprinter. Mercedes
Oh
Sprinter.
no, I love those.
Ah,
I couldn't find it.
So-
I see.
So anyway, so I call up my friend at Tektronix and I said, Ted, I need, a couple of generic Fender type, amps. I'm doing this thing and drum set and blah 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 blah. And I said,
You said 2 guitar amps.
yeah,
a
2
bass
guitar
and
amps,
a
bass amp,
keyboard.
keyboard setup. How much? And he says $550.
So we thought that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
right?
$550 a week.
What?
What?
A week?
If I called SIR, it would be $550 for the drum kit for a day.
Exactly.
And it has to be back before midnight, packed
all
up
this-
perfectly.
So all of a sudden,
Yeah, he said we just don't have crew.
he said we
but
just
you
don't
go
have
pick the
crew. You
shit
know what
up."
I mean? And every place has loaders and unloaders. So there it is. Here's the stage plot. We'll see you there. Plug your shit in and let's go. $550.
Wow.
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 Wow. Though, as far as the monitor thing, I think, again, I'm not the musician, but I know that, not that they don't care what it sounds like front of house out there, but when a musician's monitors are not where they need them to be, it really affects them.
It's the worst
I
thing
mean,
ever.
hence like Mariah Carey on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Or me a couple of weeks ago wanting to strangle somebody.
Exactly. I mean, you need to hear yourself and you need to hear what you need to hear to do an optimal performance, which is why I think your sound guy should be doing monitors. And then
I
if
agree.
monitors are set and everybody's happy, he can go back to front of house and say, you know what, over here is where maybe you want to throw some delay on the guitar or so, whatever. And sort of like mentor him along as needed be. But I think as the musicians go, that's why, there's always 2 separate mixes. It's, when you get to a national level, nobody's like mixing monitors from the front of house. You have a monitor guy on the side or wherever, because it's really important.
Oh, is the band using wedges or are they on ears?
Some are on. Most everybody's on wedges. The drummer's on ears, but he doesn't sing. Everybody else sings. And I when I play, I'm on ears, but I always have wedges because I don't trust the ears all the time. You can't. I mean, it's just not enough.
Yeah, but you're not in the mix.
No, I'm not in the mix. No, they turned me down. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. but I would think. I mean, that was my thought to have Joe, because he would have the dialogue. If you see somebody looking at you going, and you've never seen him before, you don't know whether that means my foot is on fire.
Yeah.
Or turn the keyboards down.
Yeah. Or I can't hear myself singing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the show may have some cues to it. And so while it's all Roy Orbison, there may be different slap echoes and reverbs and things like that. You don't want to miss a solo, all of that kind of stuff. So front of house, I mean, normally when the good acts come in, if they only have one guy, they'll kind of suss out the room and feel out, is the front of house guy any good? And they'll go where the weakness is. Right. So if they think they can talk to the front of house guy and get a good mix out of him, like I would imagine if that situation happened in Tom's theater, they'd feel pretty comfortable letting Tom mix. Right. But in another situation, they might not. Right. So I don't know. And your product is only judged by what the audience hears.
Right.
So, while it might be rough on stage, if they can soldier through and it sounds great in the house, you're booking more gigs.
Right.
Right.
How my point really is, though, the sound of the band. It's a bass player. The guy's not changing basses. It's that pretty much old school '60s sound. I mean, it changes from here to there. The guitar player's playing a Strat, all the clean parts, the James Burton stuff. And the singer is either playing an acoustic or a 335, and the keyboard player is playing the keyboards. I'll tell you the most brilliant thing I've ever seen a solo artist do is, and Randy, I hope you're not watching. Randy Jackson has everything programmed into his board, and he just has to give a line to wherever he is, and he does all the echoes, all the everything, and it's
Right.
freaking remarkable.
Right, and his monitors can all be programmed, so you could literally just walk in with a rack that you put on stage, and it's pretty much got the show mixed. And I know to Mousie's point, we've seen them plug into a house system and screw it up because they're not really matching the system. But if the guy's good, he should be able to relatively quickly get his mix to sound right in those speakers, and then you've got your monitor mix pretty much where you want it to be. You can also put monitors on. Each of the musicians can have some control on their phone or their iPad, so they could sort of mix, because you really have 3 jobs that need to be covered by one guy: front of house, monitors, and then basic stage, guitar tech, drum, that kind of stuff. Someone on stage.
4 things. He's got to run the multimedia too.
Right.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Who does the cues for all the video stuff?
He does.
And then what do you do if like somebody breaks a drum head or
Right.
and because you're rolling as a show, it's not just like, okay, folks, let us stop for a minute because this is going on. Like I said, it's a performance that has like a beginning, middle, and end.
But but to that, but it's very funny that you would even say that, because I have bailouts. If there are every video sequence and everything has a way to get out early or stay in longer, and if something goes to where you're talking about and where it breaks down completely, there's stuff for that too. But when we played Riverhead, he broke a bass drum head.
Yeah.
And wound up doing the Ringo thing, putting a towel over the floor, Tom, until they could fix the head.
Yeah.
And so I said, man, why doesn't somebody invent like the head patch? Where, a drum head with some
Sure.
right?
So they were going to invent
Yeah, so we were going to invent it that night, and then we found out that
They already make it.
somebody already makes one. So just
3M made it.
yeah, somebody made it. No, it was not. No, it was Aquarian drum heads that they made it. It's brilliant. It's
You know what we used one gig many moons ago when there was he punched right through his kick drum. I was to the rescue with a stick-on maxi pad.
Ooh.
I was going to say that. Or gaff tape.
Yeah, gaffed. Oh, that's what they did for him, was they gaffed across it, because it's not a terribly loud. I mean, how do you break a bass drum? That's great. You see? And you wonder why there are women on the crew. That's why.
That's
How old was that bass drum head, though, before the show?
I thought you were going to say, how old was that maxi pad?
Brand new. Jeff will tell you horror stories. At the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, when they were doing and they were playing, Jeff had to crawl, Stuart with that tight snare drum head that we put so tight and it's so punchy. He broke a snare drum head. And here's Jeff, on TV, crawling across the stage to fix his snare drum head.
Huh.
Now, the earliest bass drum incident that I've ever seen was who was Hendrix's drummer?
Mitch
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
No.
Buddy Miles.
Buddy Miles.
Buddy Miles,
Yeah, it was like the Buddy Miles Express.
Oh.
He was a maniac.
It was really something else. Like he came, me and my friends were like tripping or something, and he comes out. He's got these purple pants that like 4 guys probably put him into. Right, some kind of top, like a vest, and on his head is this purple wig that maybe your aunt would wear. Right? And my friend's next to me, and he's tripping too, but he's like paranoid. He's like, whose side is he on? And I'm like, Robbie, it's cool. He's on our side. Just enjoy the music. It was something else. But anyway, he's playing and he goes through the bass drum head. Poof. And it's like, and I'm watching, and they don't stop playing. Guy runs out there, grabs the bass drum, puts another bass drum in its place, puts the mic back. The thing was like a train. You couldn't stop it.
Yeah, he's
Well,
maniacal.
that's what it should be, and that's why I don't. My tom toms are not mounted on my bass drum because either one of them, because you just pull it and get another one in there. But I had my first bass drum experience was way back. I'm playing, 4 on the floor, boom, 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 and all of a sudden on one of the booms, the frickin' mallet, the beater part, flies
off.
And it goes
I've seen that.
and stays in the head, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've seen that.
What do I do now?
well, you play the other bass drum if you're me, thank God. And that's weird when you have to start playing like this. It's really it's
Okay, but earlier on when you said you had a 5-piece set, was that a double bass drum set?
no. It's 1 up, 2 up, 1 down, kick drum, snare drum.
Okay, so like a normal, like
Yeah.
a trap set.
Oh, like a normal set. Not like that
Yeah, really? Is that
you
it?
play. Not like your erector set, Steve.
So what are you doing for the video? I mean, is that coming off a laptop, or how do you
how's
do
that
that?
synced up?
Yeah. Believe it or not, we use the same thing, the same program that I use for this, OBS. And so all of the videos, the videos they're not synced to anything. So it just has to start, it can start a couple of seconds before and last a couple over, because you switch to the logo or you switch to the intro. So the minute it's like this, it's you'll see it here. If I'm switching a scene there, I'm switching this scene and it goes to that scene, and then I'm switching to this scene and it goes to that scene, or it goes to over here. And so that's basically how it does it. And the guy who runs front of house, he knows that video, because it looks like this. The interface looks like this. So these are all named. It's bigger than this, but these are all named with the sources. So if you hit this one, it goes to there. You hit this one, it goes back to there. And so all the songs and all the videos are coordinated with the set list. So it's really easy. It's just hit the button and let it go.
And
So-
if you wanted to, I don't know if you can do it with OBS, but like if you use QLab, you could then switch scenes on your digital console, so you could bring up the effects or whatever for that song, so they'd all just be there.
Right, and
Audio.
Joe wanted to use Cubase because
QLab.
he knows it. QLabs rather. He wanted to use that because he knows it, but this way I can program the whole show from here and just send him the data, and he flies it in, because the videos are always going to be the same.
He's from New Jersey too.
Yeah, Joe Christiani. You guys know him by any chance?
I know the
Sounds
name.
familiar.
No.
Front of house for Renaissance, I think.
Wow.
Oh, I must have met him somewhere along the way. They
I'm
were like
sure
the
you
house
did.
band at the Capitol when I worked there. And they're still around doing their
Does
thing.
he live like in
Yeah, he's-
Pennsylvania, or is he down by you?
No, he's in Jersey.
Yeah, because Renaissance is like Jersey, Pennsylvania, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody's in New York except for me.
Well, it's like New Jersey.
Is that the band with the girl up front?
Yes.
Annie Haslam.
The,
What's his
Yeah,
name?
original,
right?
the original girl?
Yeah,
Is she still with them?
yeah.
I
Wow.
think she is, yeah.
Wow.
Still with him,
I,
yeah.
I saw that band early on.
They did
Oh, good,
Mother
yeah,
Russia,
back like in
Black
their
Flame.
Mother Russia days.
Yeah,
Honestly,
right.
like in the
Yeah,
early
like
70s.
The Fillmore days.
Yeah, yeah.
Fillmore days.
I want to tell you something that happened to me today. So I was over in the infamous Ziggy, my late partner's storage unit, still going through thousands of Bema speakers and all kinds of microphones, and I'm digging through piles of stuff. And I found a box, and I looked at the label on the box, and I'm sure you can't see it, but it is
I
it
see the
says,
box.
okay, so the label on it says to Joe Morello.
Ah,
And it's care of Glenn Weber Studio in West Orange. And I was like, what could possibly be in this box? Because I honestly couldn't find any more stuff than I've already found in that storage unit. So I thought, but I will tell you, there inside that box was a snare drum that I sent a picture to Jeff, and I said, oh my God, look what I found. It's a snare drum that was specifically made for Joe. It's bronze, polished like it's sort of like a satin bronze, and it's with gold hardware. It weighs 17 pounds, and it
Look at
is
that. A little lower.
Ooh,
Lower.
ooh, that's pretty.
And ooh and ah.
What is that?
it
A
is
five?
like a museum piece.
Is that a 5?
It's a 5, yeah.
DW.
And when I tell you, so I'm looking at it, the original head's still on it. The head has like the numbers, like around like a clock for tuning. And there's just like not many stroke marks on there, but it's Joe's stroke marks on there.
Wow.
So I bring it home today and I'm like, now what do I do with this drum? Because honestly, of course, my son walks in as if he doesn't have like 9 million snare drums. And I said, you maniac will never play this. I'm like, no, I go, this isn't like the Rebel Yell, like kind of snare drum. But it is. I just said, oh my God. But yeah, they made it for him. It has like, I don't know, like a number like 0014 or something on it. And, the box that it came in with Joe's address from DW and whatever. So I was just like, you find stuff like this and I'm thinking, all right, to some people, I mean, like the downed version of this, which is like, with chrome, like hardware and stuff, it's like $1,500, say. But, this is Joe's snare that Joe's actually played, made for him. And it's got this gold hardware and all this stuff. But I'm thinking, like, what do you do with something like this? You don't just like sell it to somebody. Like, do I give it to a museum? Do I find?
Wait,
I don't know.
No, you keep it.
Very famous drum.
Period.
Yeah, you hold on to it.
Hold
Don't
on.
give it to anybody.
Well,
Yeah.
You don't let your son have that.
what you could
Oh
do,
no.
what you
There's
could
lots
do
of
is
things you could do.
I barely let my son use like, the hand mixer.
You could loan it. You could loan it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You could loan it.
That's what I should probably do.
Yeah, I mean, but loan it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just
Or what
that
about-
way, they're responsible for keeping it in the perfect condition, and when you want it
Or
back,
you could sell it to the Hard Rock.
no, they won't give her squat.
You know what though? It's like I don't really feel like it's mine to sell. I know all of Joe's drums went to that guy. Who's that guy in New York City who sells all the, like drums from all the famous people? I can't remember. It's Steve something. Anyway, I
Steve,
don't want
this goes to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to tell you, it's like the Jenga of snare drums, because there was another one that Joe had given to Ziggy that was like this hammered brass one that's beautiful as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
That one I let my son play because it was already kind of like,
They're already hammered.
yeah, exactly. I figure it's like a tinker toy. You're like, what Fisher Price, like you can't really break that one. But I'm like, no, bro, nobody's touching this because it looks like, the bottom head is perfectly clear. It's all like in pristine condition. What's up, Len?
Well, that sounds like a very rare thing
Yeah.
that you have.
Yeah,
That
I'm sure
that
it is.
I think guys in drum seminars or drum teachers, the drumming community would look at that thing like it was a fucking pearl.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
That
always.
that could
I'm
that
sure
thing could be
Dan
worth a
would
lot of money.
play it.
I'm sure it could be like auctioned off, because I have to tell you, Joe had gotten from back in the day when Slingerland and Ludwig had given him and Ringo, and I can't remember who the third person was, like a solid gold snare drum that they had made for them. And I know that like Ringo, one of them got stolen or lost or something. I feel like that might have been Buddy Rich's. So, and Joe, I don't know, remember what he did with his. And then Ringo, some guy in Japan, like they auctioned it off because Ringo obviously wasn't, a solid gold snare drum. They give you these things as an endorsee. They're not really to be played, they're whatever. So, some guy paid like $1 million for it. And this is early on. Like, not like now. This was like, say like 40 years ago, this guy paid for it.
Well,
Hey.
go like you might have a rainy day and you might need to auction it off. And if
But
that's
you know what?
the case, then
This is very timely. This is Keith Crane.
Hi,
And
Keith.
Hey guys.
What the hell
Hey,
happened?
Keith is the MD for the Vernon Kelton thing, but he's also the drummer for 1910 Fruit Gum Company. And we were
shit.
just talking, Keith. I mean, I know that you like to handle a little bit. Mousy just found one of Joe Morello's snare drums, custom made for him, polished brass, DW, gold hardware.
Wow.
Sample.
Show the picture, Mousy.
What? Yeah.
I'll pull up the picture.
Somebody said auctioned it at Christie's auction house.
Yeah, then fuck, man. Then they get going.
I just feel like that. I don't think I should do that. I don't know.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
right?
took a couple
You
of
know what?
lessons with
And I
Joe.
have to tell you, Joe would be the first person to say to me, Mouse, come on, sell this freaking drum. He would be the first one to say it. But otherwise, he wouldn't have, like, given it to Zig to throw. And, I told you I have a bunch of stuff from Joe, obviously. But this drum, I just feel, it was kind of one of those, the holy grail. I had heard about this drum. I had never seen it. So I just kind of thought it went somewhere. And then all of a sudden today, I was like, what's this Joe Morello, care of Glenn Weber's Drum Studio, West Orange, New Jersey? And I opened it up and I was like, holy shit. I don't know what to do. It weighs 17 pounds. It's
I would just keep
unbelievable.
it. It's
The thing is-
historical.
Yeah.
Not
that-
only do you have the drum, you got the box it came.
Yeah,
in.
Yeah, the provenance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Damn,
Yeah.
you're in. It's for real.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean either that or there are collectors like Bunny Carlos is the mad snare drum collector. He
There
would
you go.
probably give you twice what it's worth just so he could have it in his collection.
Yeah.
Well, I have to
This
tell you a great story about Joe one day went to his mailbox and opened up his mailbox. And this is going back like, I don't know, 25 or more years ago. And he there's a royalty check from Vic Firth in there. And
Nice.
he's like, I don't know why, I'm there. He was doing Capella sticks or something at the time. So he's like, I'm not doing that. So he said, why am I getting this money? So finally he called over there and he tracked down. He goes, why am I getting royalty checks from Vic Firth? And they said, because Charlie Watts has a signature stick through them. And he said he would do the signature stick, but he wanted the money to go to Joe Morello because he was so influenced by him.
Wow.
And, Charlie always wanted to be a jazz guy. And so, of course, Joe being Joe, he's like, what a nice boy he is. So, I said,
A gentleman.
but then after when Joe passed away and Charlie was still alive, we actually went over. He was playing at Iridium in New York, and we gave him Joe's original, the throne, the original like jazz drum throne that was like the cylinder that you put all your stuff in. It was like a drum throne and a trap case. It wasn't adjustable. So we gave that to Charlie. So and God only knows where it is now that Charlie's passed. But yeah, I was like, boy, that's a really cool thing. Charlie Watts just like out of nowhere.
That's awesome. But let me ask you something about that, because I was never well enough off to have one of those cool thrones. But I think, how do you adjust it? You don't.
You don't.
Well,
You don't. He had like
No.
it had like a almost like the top of a drum throw, like a cushion that
Yeah.
goes on top of it, but it was also like the cover for it, and you put all the shit inside of it. His
yeah, but
kit
if
metal.
when I sit at a drum set, when I'm
Yeah, of
in
course.
prep position, everything has to be neutral. My knees have to be even with my hips.
Yeah.
And if it's too high or too low, it just changes everything.
Well, no, because when I was drum teching for Joe, and anybody who ever drum tech for Joe will tell you the same thing. You adjust the fucking heights of the drums to that stool.
Right.
Where then Joe sits down and he would know if it was off by like an eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
Like honestly, he'd
believe
be like,
you.
"Oh no, move that cymbal
Yeah.
up higher, move that." He knew. He just was so it's like your car that you drive.
Okay, so now you get my Carl Palmer story, right? I don't know if you've ever heard what a pleasure Carl was to deal with out on the road. But there was a time when he had the stainless steel drum set with all the hunting scenes
Yeah.
etched in it, right? And he had the two gongs, and he had the bell, right? Do you remember the bell?
Yeah.
And he'd grab the thing with his teeth and ding, ding, ding to ring the bell. The frickin' roadie shortened the rope.
Oh!
So he's like,
He looked like a shark.
Oh my God.
is that great? I love that.
Jumping up.
Okay, it's time for the bell.
Oh shit!
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
Now, was that the roadie's last day?
Might have been Carl's last day. Broke his neck reaching for the thing.
I remember there was this one guy. There was a band around New Jersey, and the lead singer was called his name was Ray Dar, which of course it wasn't, but and it was the E. Walker band, and he was a jerk, a notorious jerk, and he would fire people left and right. He was very like Barbara Streisand-y. So he would always play barefoot, and like you're in the disgusting clubs of New York and New Jersey or whatever, and he'd always play barefoot, and he got really pissed off at, again, the infamous Fredzo sound guy, and he said to him, I want a parametric EQ on the drum. He didn't even know, but we were just getting into like having parametrics. So he's like, I want a parametric on the snare drum. I want a parametric on the snare drum. And so Fredzo got really pissed off, and I went down and ripped a parametric out of somebody else's, like our rack at another club, and brought it up and slammed it on top of the snare drum. And he said, here's your parametric on the snare drum. Fuck you. And he stapled his sandals. He used to wear like these sandals. He stapled them to the stage floor. So when he went to get up, and jump off the stage and put on his shoes to take off, he just went boom, like. And he says, and the last thing I heard was, "You're fired! You're fired!"
Oh,
that's funny, man. That's yeah. There's nothing like a good cruise story. I tell you what, nothing like a good old cruise story. So let's see, Keith. I've never seen that view before.
No.
That's the. Now I'm on my phone now, so usually I'm on the computer. Camera, but yeah, that's Starship Enterprise.
Is that NS10s?
NS10s, original ones from the 80s. NS10Ms, and then
That's what I have,
Focal.
NS10Ms.
Yeah, they're great. And then below them are my Focal trios, which are beautiful.
Oh,
Nice.
Expensive, but nice.
You have 4 sound people in here that are now going through the specs in their mind.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Keith.
Yeah.
We got Mousy and we got Tom and we got Joe. I haven't done sound in a long time. All those things that you just went over, I haven't heard of any of them.
He's the one that wanted to talk about sound.
Yeah, Letty's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants to catch up.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, sound has moved on. But
Wasn't it a longer time? Wasn't it a longer time ago that you played bass, though?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I went from playing bass to doing sound, and I got to tell you,
so fast,
it was
like
the
everything
best.
else, though.
It was the best move of my life.
You will appreciate this, Lenny. Wait.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Something. It is show and tell after all.
Okay, cool.
1961 P bass, original.
No kidding.
Oh, no way, bro.
Look,
Yeah. I got
Keith,
it from my.
I know. I don't know you that well, but
You don't want to know me. Don't trust me.
You got, are those nylon strings on there?
They're not nylon. They're what he called, when I had them set up, paper wound.
Paper one?
flat
Yeah.
mount.
Yeah,
What
the
kind of
paper wound.
strings? What brand strings are they?
I think they were Diodario. If I'm, they were like $60
Diodario.
a pair. They were very expensive, but it
Oh.
plays great. I got it. I bought it from my our founding member in the 1910 Fruit Gum Company. It's a
What year is that
1961.
again?
It's a 61.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it plays like butter.
Oh man,
like
yeah, definitely. It looks like butter.
My life.
Oh wait, I got to show you one. I got more basses and guitars as a drummer than guitar players have. Wait, one more thing. You'll appreciate this. Here's the baby brother, a 1971 Mustangs, Fender Mustang competition,
Hey,
original
Oh,
71.
God.
With a racing stripe.
It's the original.
Very nice.
It's like a baby P bass. Anyway, I digress. You continue talking amongst
No,
yourselves.
no. This is
Now-
fucking great.
You got
What's
any
all those
J's?
screens behind you? What do they do?
What's that?
What?
You
All
have
those
J's?
screens behind you. What do they
Wait,
do?
what
Oh,
do you
wait
say,
a
Booker?
minute.
I want to know if you had any jazz basses. J's.
No jazz basses. Oh, I have this though,
Ah.
Booker. You'll appreciate this. Wait,
Oh, okay.
I have.
He's on wheels. He's on wheels.
I have
Hey, did you just fall?
Steinberger NS upright electric.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
man, I don't even know about that. Can I
Yeah.
see it?
It plays itself.
Yeah. I don't play any of this stuff. I just buy the stuff because it looks cool.
No, actually, Keith plays it all.
He does play it all.
Yeah.
So is that a double bass?
Yes, it's an
Yeah.
electric.
Okay, but it's got scroll work up on top. Does it have pegs or
Yeah.
tuners? Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a yes. You go.
Wow,
on
that's
there.
pretty.
Yeah. I got it from a friend of mine knows. Actually, he's a good friend of Jeff Seitz, John Kurgan. I don't know if you guys know John.
Oh, I know John.
Yeah, John's an old dear friend of mine, and he had an in with Ned Steinberger, and he got me that as like a B stock, and for great price. So yeah, I got more guitars than I do drums, and I'm a drummer. Go figure.
Well, interesting that you should pop in tonight, bro, because I asked our 4 technical experts, and I asked these guys too, if we.
Nice.
Should we have Joe when we do the art center or when we do the fly dates? Should he be front of house or where is he most useful to us, and what's our best shot at getting a good sound? And everybody agrees he should be at the monitors because that's
Steve!
what.
Remy just fell in the hall. I need you.
Uh-oh, I gotta go. Hold on.
Pop
Wait a
away.
minute. I don't agree.
Yeah,
That's right.
I don't either.
Our guy was front of house no matter what the fuck. We would have him
Yeah,
mix
but
for
Len,
us.
you took your own PA,
no matter
right?
what. What? No, but I'm just saying, it could be our own PA, but if we're on somebody else's PA, we wanted him to mix.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, okay.
It was up to
Yeah,
him.
again, I could see.
It was
But
up to
Mal-
him to deal with the house guy. And if he came to us and said, well, the house guy's a prick, well, then we'd have to straighten it out.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
of course. That's
Well,
what I
but
said. You
this
might
is
have
just
to
one
take it on a
club.
play-by-play basis, so to
Yeah,
speak.
and it's
do.
really just one club after another every night, so.
I guess it's sort of a double-edged sword, when you're only traveling with one crew guy like that. Because for us on stage, we had, I don't know if Steve told you, we had a little bit of a problem at our first show a few weeks ago where the monitors, we had, of course, this is Murphy's Law. We had a great sound check, and everybody uses Wedges. I use a drum monitor, plus I have in-ears. And we had a great sound check. Of course, showtime came and everything went south, and we couldn't. And Chris and I, the keyboard player, and I were having all kinds of horrible problems, and the monitor guy couldn't figure it out. I mean, by the time the end of the show came, he still hadn't figured it out. And he came up and apologized, and I said, "Well, I understand, but that doesn't help what just happened."
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, just be lucky you weren't in for brain surgery.
Oh God.
I'm really sorry.
I think it's the caliber of the technicians that were working at the venue, actually.
Yeah.
Who was on monitors and did he fuck up?
Well, he was this young guy that he was full of piss and vinegar. He was more interested in making sarcastic jokes than he was, doing the gig.
All right, so he didn't know what he was doing.
My
He was
What
guess
do you
is-
think, Mousy?
I'm gonna guess that after sound check, he decided he was gonna improve it.
Oh, I love when you see guys mixing the monitors. That's my favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
No, it's perfect. Leave it like
leave
that.
it the
Leave that
fuck
shit
alone.
alone.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. And I also have on the other side, when I'm doing monitors and somebody's like, can I get a little bit of bass in my monitor? Oh, and can you put some more horns in? And and what about the backup singers? And I need more of my guitar. And then, and I remember saying to one guy, I go, bro, if you want a house mix, get off the stage, go stand on the floor, let somebody else get up there and play. You could hear what's coming out. You want to play.
Hear everything
You want
perfect.
everything.
I remember I did this thing for a while called 100 Years of Broadway, and it was 4 singers that all been Broadway stars, and they'd all come out and they would sing, right? And I was on a platform in the back. I had a wedge to myself, and they asked me what I wanted in the monitors. I said I want all of the vocals in the monitor, and the sound man said, the monitor guy says to me, "Are you sure?" Right? And I said, yeah, I'm sure, right? And I said, then don't put it as high as you think that as I want. Just pull it a little bit below that, right? Those singers came on stage and their monitors at the front of the stage were so loud.
They're blowing your head off, right?
They were blowing my head off.
Oh my God.
So I had them
Yeah.
take all the vocals out of my monitor, and the monitor guy was laughing his ass off. He thought it was funny.
Told ya.
It is funny.
You know,
Now, it's
because
funny.
in a normal situation, it would be okay, but they wanted to hear themselves, and they wanted it with all the effects on it, everything.
Oh, that's the other thing.
We
Again.
used
And I-
to.
And vocals through a monitor with reverb and stuff like that. I hate that.
Oh,
How
yeah.
old were they? I'm just curious. Were they older?
They weren't that old. None of them were that old.
Because a lot of issues I have with my other gig, the Fruit Gum Company, is I'm dealing with a classic band with guys that are, I'm the baby, and these guys are much older, and they make the monitor guy crazy because they want it louder, and then it starts feeding back, and they refuse to get in ears. I'm the only one with in ears.
Yeah.
But
And-
this is what I find with older musicians is that the older we are, because let's face it, none of us are spring chickens here.
I resemble that remark.
Hey.
No, there are gigs I go on where the monitors are absolutely horrible, but I remember that we had one monitor in the front of the stage.
Yeah, and you just had to do the show.
And everybody
You
dealt
just
with
did it. Yeah.
Period. We dealt with it. Or there were
Yeah.
two monitors in the front of the stage, and
Mhm.
everybody dealt with it. When
Yeah.
it got to the point where everybody could have their own monitor mix in their wedge, I think it was, then everything started getting a little crazy. And now with in-ears, and now you can make your own mix.
But you're detached from the show.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, but
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What used to happen to me way back, our front of house guy, who was the fifth member of our band, he used to send the monitor mix to the stage, and I was wearing cans. I was wearing a set of Cost 727Bs with a head, an SM10 that I screwed into the cup, and it was just, I had a kill switch if I had to cough or I wasn't sick, whatever. But inadvertently, when we would be doing something like a moody blues song, that have all those beautiful harmonies, and you always have the one guy in the band who says, "Oh, sure, I can sing," and then you get his vocal soloed in your
Yeah,
fucking headphones,
Yeah.
and it's
It's like the isolated tracks on the Yoko Ono album.
That's why you want to have your sound guy out at front of house.
was my sound guy. That's what I'm telling you. That
And
was.
on that note,
I don't know. All I heard was
It was hurt.
Well, he was doing it to
Gotta
me.
go, everybody.
Bye, Buck. Have a
Bye,
good
Buck.
gig.
Take care, Booker.
Take care.
Bye, Book. Have a good
See ya,
Good
Booker.
night. Good night, Booker.
See ya, Booker.
Oh boy.
I'll try.
Well, the thing I'd say about what I heard when you had the whole band on after the show, and I think it was the keyboard player was talking about his levels going up and down. It
Yeah,
sounds
Chris.
almost as if the guy had post fader instead of pre fader sends going on, and he was like making his own mix, and he was screwing everything up.
Tom,
Maybe
he was
they
claiming,
were sending a stereo line to him.
well, he was claiming, there was no problem for sound check. He was claiming that something happened in front of house position where something to do with the talkback mic. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He trying to explain to me what the fuck was going on, and it made no sense to me. And it made no sense to our sound guy, to the front of house. Now, there was clearly gremlins at the venue that night. There were no doubt. Things were happening, but to have something change that dramatically from sound check to
Yeah,
show.
no, something had to go on.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
I,
you're right.
I think there was a little pre-gig friction that might have caused some anomalies to occur during the show. I don't know, but there's always that.
That's quite
We
an
were being-
accusation there.
I always say to my guys, I say to everybody, you be nice, you be kind, you treat people well. You don't accept being rude, somebody being rude to you, but I mean, we were all as nice as you can imagine. Now, what was going on up in the front of the house, bird's nest, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Well, some guys, you got to realize, some guys that have a gig like that don't want that gig. Some other guys love having that gig because they get to, do their stuff their way. They have their gear. But other guys are like, you're coming into my house. You're going to start telling me how I. Wow, did you hear that one?
Hi, John.
No.
That is thunder by you?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
That's why the
That's what
dog.
I saw my girlfriend lives in Fort Myers and she was telling me yesterday, like people, in their little complex there, like their golf carts were like floating sideways down the street or something. She said out of nowhere it just came. She said usually,
Lightning is-
it'll get a little cloudy or whatever. She goes, no, this was instantly like sun and then Armageddon.
Yeah.
You can be driving down the street and see it raining a half a mile away, and either it gets to you or you get to it. It's bizarre.
But
down
that's
there.
what just happened to Rip. He
Yeah, that's
scared
what
the thunder
he's
and
scared of
ran
the
down
thunder,
the
and he went
hall.
running and slipped
Poor
his
boy.
Yeah.
tiles in the hallway. So
Yeah.
he freaked.
What do you got there, Costelli? What's going on with you?
It's
What's
just,
that behind you?
Is that your house, Joe?
No, it's Jimi Hendrix's house.
well, it's a Hendrix reference.
Okay.
Just
Red
all
House?
my
Oh, Red House.
House.
Okay.
We're going there. Well, see, this is my pasture when I used to have gigs. I used to play at places that looked
Long ago in a galaxy far, far
Right.
away.
like. Do any of you festival guys recognize that venue?
I'm looking.
Oh, wait.
He's got a bug in.
Philadelphia?
Could be. Let me make it a little larger.
Man Center?
Almost looks like Wolf Trap, kind of.
It
I
is.
can't see. Yeah, I can't
Oh
see.
yeah,
how
we
big
need
it
the
is.
Wolf Trap?
roof.
Wolf Trap.
Wolf
Cool.
Trap.
Wolf Trap.
Wolf Trap.
Oh, who gets that, Tom?
Well, for Dog Day, it's Woof Trap.
Wolf Trap. Oh!
Yeah.
A little plug there.
So
Nice.
last week, 2 weeks ago, I'm mixing this music fest in Bethlehem. It's this giant music festival. They've got 10 stages and all that, right? So I was mixing, and I mixed this salsa band at the end of the night. And real quick, they have like 3 lines in salsa. Way upstage is horns. Then in the middle is timbales and congas and percussion. And up front, you've got singers. So everyone had wedges, even the guys in the middle. The guys in the middle who were playing the timbales wanted horns in their wedges, but right at their heads are the horn players. So the horn players are playing right into the back of their heads with their horns, right? And they still wanted horns out of their wedges. But
Yeah.
the weird thing about this story is, so I'm there, I'm attuned now in these shows to what happens if there's altercation in the audience, a shooter. We have all these reviews. Before Graham Nash, we had tourniquet kits. I had one at front of house. We have, it has become de rigueur, right? So you've got tourniquet kit, you've got clotting gauze.
Yeah,
you've
you're
got
ready to go.
route plans, all of this stuff, which, is new in the last 5 years or so. It was starting before COVID. So I'm
Are
sitting
you
there,
responsible
like,
for this stuff?
what?
Are you personally responsible for this stuff?
Well, the Graham Nash one, to some extent, I mean, our production company is, right?
Okay.
This one was a last minute gig. A friend of mine does all these stages, and the guy who was gonna mix got called to go on tour with Anthrax the day before. So they said, hey, can you do Friday? And I said, I've never done it. Sure, I'll do one day. So I go and I do this, 6 bands, back to back all day long. I haven't done that in a long time.
Sound checks?
No,
Line check.
you start.
Oh, really?
You
You're just
start
flying.
fresh, and
Yeah.
and there's 30 minutes between bands. So when the band ends, you got to get them off, get the new ones on, wire their stage, and start the show.
Yeah.
So I'm at the last band, salsa band. The place is really packed, and there's every kind of person there. There's 70-year-olds, there's 7-year-olds, there's every kind of ethnicity and musical taste, but they're all really digging it. It's great, and it's packed. And I'm thinking, yeah, but if any of these people disagree with each other, this could get crazy, which is the kind of thing now I'm thinking at the
You think
soundboard,
about that now,
which I never
yeah.
used to think about.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to think this stuff. And I'm like, okay, if there's a situation, because I do this now at every gig and have for like the last 5 years, I'm like, my lighting person is a woman. I can, if there's a shot, we'll go over here. Like I got it all planned out, right? I finish the gig, I go home. Less than 24 hours later, and 50 feet from my spot, someone gets shot.
Wow.
I get a text from another guy I know going, we're all okay over here. The situation's under control. And I'm like, what is this? So I start looking, and sure enough, there was some altercation over by like a food tent. And, so this is like, then at the Tabernacle, we were looking at next year's show. And then there was a festival in Atlanta a couple days ago. The planners of the festival canceled it because they wanted gun detectors, and the NRA sued them to say, no, it's on public land. You have to let people bring their arms in Georgia. And they said, well, we don't want to let people bring all these arms into this festival. And it went back and forth, and the judge said, no, you got to let them do it. So the festival canceled.
So
Wow.
crazy.
It's crazy, right?
I got offered a gig at the American Dream Mall over in Rutherford. Somebody said, he said, what mixers are you comfortable using? He goes, because I got like 6 stages going. So, I'm going to give you first choice. I said, he didn't even like at the American Dream Mall. I said, bro, there was like a shooting there, like literally 3 weeks ago. And I said, I know it sounds fucked up, but I haven't lived through the cocaine wars, through the barroom brawls, through being on the road. I haven't lived through all this just to get some guy who's pissed off about his French fries. I'm not going to do it. I turned down the gig.
Yeah, I don't blame. Is that a black beauty? I don't want to get off on a tangent, but it looks like a black beauty behind your mouse. Is that
the kid?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Who just left? Oh, that was Angus. Okay, I have a feeling. I mean, this storm is getting crazy. So rather than have all of a sudden the program just be gone, I'm going to say goodnight, protect my dog, and shut down this computer.
Hugs, Remy.
Old man lightning gets
Remy.
me.
Oh my God.
Okay, you can leave.
All right. Well,
Everybody have an awesome week.
All right,
Everybody
guys.
safe.
Good
Okay,
seeing you
love you
guys.
all.
have a great
Children of
love.
See ya.
one.
Well,
Children
thank
of
you.
one.
And
Always the
thank
best.
you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
scout people, for your professional advice. I shall.
Yes, we appreciate
You can go
that
now.
always.
And even the unsound people.
Yes, especially the unsound people. I love you
Steve.
all. Take care.
Steve, talking
Good
to you.
Bye.
Again.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Oh, everybody's going? Keith, you're
Yeah,
going
they're all
too?
going. They all just go.
Oh, wait. Could you hang on, Keith, just for a second?
Yeah, sure.
You can go,
Yeah.
Steve.
I should go.
Yes, please.
Bye,
Lenny wants to
Bye.
talk to me.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. What's up, Lenny?
So, who are you, Keith?
I am
I'm still here.
Hey, you get out of here.
Steve.
Get out of
Steve,
here.
you have to
You
tell,
weasel.
tell Lenny who I am.
Well, he happens to be the musical director of the Vernon Kelton band that
And
my
drummer.
thing, and he's the drummer for the 1910 Fruit Gum Company.
And drummer for the Vernon.
Remember Simon Says, 1, 2, 3, Red Light, Indian Giver.
Oh, no, I know the music.
Yeah, that's the band I'm in. That's my other gig.
How many hits? 2, 3?
8 hits, 3 gold records. 8 top 40.
That's the most I've ever taken.
Wow. Now, as the drummer, did they treat you well?
Yeah. Actually, I'm also the MD for the Fruit Gum Company also. Not the musical director, the doctor.
Doctor, yeah, he writes your prescriptions.
Well, with those guys pushing 80, they need prescriptions. But yeah, no, they treat me well. They do.
I got a prescription.
Man, this
I
is
got a
so
fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Guys,
That's a great bit.
it's crazy.
How does Buck like that bit?
I love Chris Walken. He's great. You know,
He did a bit on SNL called The Continenti.
Oh, I saw.
yeah.
Yeah, the Continental.
Like with the
Yeah.
with the camera right up front.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so funny. It was so
Come in, my
funny.
darling. Yes, come in, darling. Yes. Crazy. Yeah, I know.
I love your decolletage.
Yeah. He started out as a dancer on Broadway,
Yeah.
dancer and singer on Broadway when he was a kid.
Yeah. He was going to
Okay.
do books on tape, but it didn't work out.
I'm sorry, Steve. Keith, you don't have to hang around for this.
I'm not hanging around either. I'm going to go eat.
Yeah.
dinner.
I think you should go away.
It's okay.
Lightning takes everything out.
Well, Steve and I don't talk enough, so you
Yeah,
know.
we don't. Yeah, we got. Yeah, we.
Oh, should I go?
No,
No.
they talk enough.
No, we
They talk
can't.
10 times a day.
No.
I-
Listen, if, you know,
Okay, I got a couple. I got a couple more questions for Keith.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead. I'm.
No. You're not going to fool us again. I know you're there.
I'm not here.
You see? You see, Keith?
You can't trust this guy. You know,
Okay, so
these fucking drummers, you just can't trust them.
is that your studio behind you, or is that one of those?
No, this
Funny
is my
pictures.
recording studio.
That's
this
your
is real.
recording studio.
Yeah, this is the studio.
It is home.
You know, and like Steve, it was built. Here, I'll take you for a little tour.
Wait, Keith, am I paying for this?
Yeah, I'll send you an invoice.
Oh shit!
Oh, you're paying one way or another. All right, so here we go. Steve, so this is my tracking room. Here's my beautiful Tony Williams yellow drum kit.
Oh fuck! Wait, and where is this happening?
I'm in Monroe, New York,
Very nice.
Orange County.
So you're basically a drummer with a brain
Well-
in his head.
Well, he
I'm
plays
a drummer.
everything.
but
Wow.
Also, like
Are you
Steve,
guys
I'm a-
still there?
No.
Lenny, if we weren't, you would be
Yeah.
disconnected.
Yes. You show
We're
I
up.
can't
You know what?
help it.
I'm gonna have to. You know, I got to get into this.
You guys
Oh,
know
in
each
other words,
other.
are we burning up your time?
No. But no. Listen, I'm gonna take you for a little walk too, Lenny. I am. Just hang on a second.
I'm gone.
All right.
He's
Good night,
leaving.
everybody.
Show-
Yeah,
over.
Keith,
Thank you, guys.
thank you very much, Keith.
No, this is for
Oh,
you, Lenny. Hang
wait,
Oh,
on.
are you leaving or not?
I'm
No,
not
I'm
leaving
showing
yet.
you something.
Lenny, if he
I'm gonna show you
if he
something,
leaves,
Lenny.
you won't be able to.
It better
talk
be
to
good.
me.
Oh, it's good.
You're wasting Keith's time.
I love the fact that Lenny's looking out. For me. I love you, bro.
I know. I could just fucking sit back.
No,
It's up to you, Keith. You could leave; it would be fine.
I can't even find the frickin' thing. I'm looking for the link.
Yeah, right.
This-
You say, hey, you took too fucking long.
Is that what it was? That's what
Stop,
it is. Right.
Stop fat fingering everything.
I can't search my things.
I'm going.
Well, that's a personal problem that I'm not sure
It
we
is.
want to hear that.
Yeah,
It absolutely is. No. I think Rennie.
See, Lenny's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
me going now. Now he's like,
Yeah, this is good. How are those Macs treating you?
We're not doing that. We're. Wow. Why?
I'm leaving.
loving
Good night,
this.
everybody.
Yeah, she's leaving. This is the
bye,
most.
Lori. What
Yeah,
do we have
see
for dinner?
See you later.
Dinner.
Yeah, exactly. What's for dinner?
Lori, what's for dinner?
Cajun shrimp and grits.
Oh,
Yeah. Bye now.
Yeah. Okay. Is it ready?
It's ready. I don't know.
Good,
No,
feed 'em.
I'm not ready. Believe me. Why can't I find this stupid frickin' thing? This is ridiculous. That's
Okay.
it.
Maybe I should leave. You really have to get the basics of inputs and outputs.
Don't know. You got to get the.
It happens in the video world too.
Does
so
it?
Lenny, where are you at now? Where are you living?
I'm in Antigua, British West Indies.
Oh, I love that. I'm on my way down there too. What do we have
Yeah.
for dinner?
Oh, Antigua?
Yeah, I love it.
He means to
I
stay
love
with
it.
you.
Let
Yeah,
me
I'm
know
gonna
when you're
come down and
coming.
stay with you.
Oh,
What brought you down there? Just
you know
retirement?
something? I could actually say yes. You could come down. You have a wife.
No, I'm single. I have a daughter that's
single?
going off to college. Yes, my
Yeah, well,
girl's off
the
to
big
college.
question is, you have a girlfriend?
No, not at this point.
But what the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay, come on
I know.
down.
Come on, Ted.
It's I did have a girlfriend, but no longer. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're good. We're all good.
All right. So I was going to either offer you and your wife or you and your girl to come on down. We've got a lovely room of its own with a bathroom.
He doesn't
Awesome.
trust you by yourself.
Our
though.
guest room. I only tell this to certain people. So Keith, you can come down anytime you want.
Thank you, brother. I
got
appreciate
it.
that. I'll once I go down to Steve and Laurie's, then I'll take a jumper to you.
Cool. That would be nice.
What's to happen?
We'll have something to eat and a couple of beers.
I love that.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Steve.
All right, Lenny. Here
Craig,
you go. Here
Keith.
you go. No.
Oh, no, what?
Lenny.
You're going to do it now?
You don't get away that easy.
Oh, my God.
Somebody's in. Oh, there. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I see Steve in two places.
It's me. Double Steve.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Good camera work.
Steve number 2.
I got to turn the camera around somehow. My camera. Come on with this freaking thing already. No audio. I don't want audio. I want.
What happened? Did you get a nose job?
There we go. No. Lenny, no. Okay. You want to go for a little walk, Lenny? I'll take you for a little walk.
Oh, here he goes.
He can't keep up.
Lenny's
can't
going
keep up with this shit.
Lenny, he's going into his studio now, I think.
Really?
Here we go. That's probably what he's taking a walk into the studio. Yeah, there it is. There's his control room.
You're really building up this thing, whatever it is. Are you going to show that thing again? Oh, that old thing. Where's the audio?
He turned the
Like I
audio
said,
off.
You could leave anytime you want, Keith.
I'm just going for the ride right now.
Okay, great. Me too. What
There's
the
his-
fuck is he doing?
Oh, he's in his drum
You think
room.
he
He's
can
in his
hear all
back room.
this?
Hey, Steve, can you hear us?
Steve, can you hear
Steve.
us? What the fuck?
There he's walking back.
I'm getting
Hello,
fucking
you there?
dizzy.
Steve. Oh, Steve.
What did you just do?
What?
It looked like you threw the phone.
No, I would never do that.
Oh,
You
good
just
camera work.
took a tour into your studio. We like that.
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was
the
nice.
Vogue.
It won't go away now, though. My studio won't go away. Am I still on?
You have the mic stands on the ceiling?
So I have they're all over the place.
All right.
It's just there's like 4 kits in there right now because I'm trying to move some stuff around. But
Fine.
anyway, I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
No, I'm going to go.
Keith, thank you very much.
Oh, nice seeing you, Lenny. No problem.
Yeah, that was fun. Come back.
I will.
Okay.
I always threaten to come in, but I usually don't, but I will.
Please do.
Look,
All right, bud.
Lenny, you see the little horror tones that he's got down there?
Yeah, some things don't change.
Yep. They sure don't.
Yeah,
His still have the grill cloth. Mine don't have the grill cloth anymore. His have the grill cloth.
You could update that.
Yeah. No,
Where are they? There they are.
to the right. A little more to the right.
Wait.
The other right.
That's it. That's it right there.
Up.
No, to the right.
Well, don't break it.
All right.
That
Well,
right?
This is the end of it for
No,
me.
we're looking at you.
All right. Yeah, you don't want to
I'm
look
going
at me. That's
away.
scary.
Yeah,
All right,
Okay,
boys.
guys.
Love you guys. Have fun.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right.
See you later.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so now I'm in all kinds of trouble. I didn't even know if you guys stayed, but I'm going now. And if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture. Good night. Stop that screaming.